welcome back to my channel once again. I'm Shalonsky, and today we're going to present our Premier League matches and what we think the outcomes of the results will be. So this is our Premier League prediction. Before we commence, I'd like to implore you to please kindly like, to share, and to subscribe to my page for more predictions and what I think. Yeah, I've been in this industry for long. Yeah, I'm in fact the Oracle. So let's see how well we'll do for Premier League round 27, game week 27. Let's see how our prediction will go. So first up, guys, we'll go with Chelsea versus Burnley. Chelsea versus Burnley is going to be an interesting game, obviously. Chelsea, they've been coming up with some beautiful results lately. Actually, it's only Arsenal that have won them since the inception of Liam Rossinier. So apart from that, they've been blitzed. In the Premier League, they have 4 wins and 1 draw. The draw coming in their last game against Leeds, where they played 2-2 each. So as for Burnley, they did a surprising win from away, winning 2-3 against Crystal Palace. An exciting game there, an exciting game. Crystal Palace was up initially, they came back to win that game. So for Chelsea versus Burnley, it should be no brainer. The last time both sides met, Chelsea won them 2-0 at Turf Moor, and let's see how it will pan out this time. I believe Chelsea should win, so I will even give Chelsea a 1 goal ahead to win the match. That is a handicap 1. Chelsea to win, handicap 1. But if there will be an upset, I know Chelsea will not lose. The best thing that will come out of it is both teams to score. Chelsea will score, then Chelsea will relax a little, and then Burnley might score a goal. So that's goal there. So let's see how that pans out. Quick review will be Leeds, Aston Villa versus Leeds at the Villa Park. Aston Villa, as we know, we have a very decent home form, and then very entertaining, very dogged when they are playing on their own turf. Leeds as well is another dogged team, a team that just don't want to lose. So this will be an interesting match. Personally, the odds favors Aston Villa to win already, as they are they have a very good home form. They don't lose at home, and then they try to win their games, and they would want to even solidify their top 4 position. Their top 4 position. And Leeds, like the last round where Chelsea scored 2 goals and they thought it was up, they came back and shocked Chelsea, the big side. And I think from what I've seen, I think they might likely see a draw here. Leeds win or draw is a big value for the markets for me. So although the game will be an intense game, it will be a tight game. So these are the kind of games where you expect Aston Villa normally to take all 3 points, but they might slip up. So Aston Villa, yeah, they're a very good team, and normally I would back them to win, but my heart backs them to win actually. But in my head, Leeds are a dogged side. After the last loss against Arsenal, they've turned a new leaf. They've upset teams. They won at their home. They now drew away, and then see them like an upset, seeing Aston Villa till the end of that game. So let's see how it pans out. For my call, I will give Leeds a win or draw in that place. So let's see how that pans out. Leeds win or draw against Aston. Brentford versus Brighton. That is the next game we'll look at. Brighton are in a winless run, while Brentford, who is going to be playing at the home stadium, are on a very, very good form. In fact, they've been the second best team in the land in the run of 15 matches, just 6 points adrift of the top 4, and they are gathering momentum. They qualified for the next round of the FA Cup last time out, and in their last 8 games, they've won. I think they've won 4 in the Prem. They've drawn 2 and lost just 2. So Brighton are winless, while Brentford are in a hot run of form. Only Arsenal, 21, have picked up more points in this round, more than Brighton in the last 10 rounds of the Prem. Only Arsenal have picked up more points than Brentford. Brentford have won 6, they've drawn 2, they've lost 2. So I think they're the second most informed team in the Prem at the moment. Very exciting team to play, very difficult to break down. And then against Brentford here, I think I see against Brighton here, I see a Brentford win. Brentford are an exciting team, and then although Brighton, they are also exciting as well, they are winless. Instead of them to win, they will easily draw a game. But Brentford, with their form, I think they will go all out. So I see a Brentford win here, especially at their home ground. They are dogged, they are good, they are very nice to play. Then we have Thiago. Thiago is a powerful footballer. He's in the form of his life. Only Haaland, I think, have gotten more goals than himself. So I see a Brentford to win Brighton in this game. The next game we'll be looking at here is West Ham versus Bournemouth. A very exciting match, if I would say this. A very, very exciting match. Now, West Ham, they've hit a very good form, trying to come out of that relegation dog fight. If not for the last 9-minute goal that I think it was Benjamin Sesko scored against them in the dying embers of that game to make it a draw, they would have probably been equal on points with Nottingham Forest. 4 wins and a draw, I think, in their last 5 games in all competition. They have a very, very good form. So they've been playing well, especially now they've even qualified from the next round of the FA Cup. So that game will be an interesting match. For Bournemouth, a very exciting team to play. A very, very entertaining team to play. Now, for Bournemouth, they are also on a very exciting form. In the last game, they came from behind against Everton to win that match. Very, very interesting team. Very entertaining team. They barely lose. They upset Liverpool earlier on. And they've been doing fantastically well. They hardly lose a game. They score an average of 1.5 goals. This Bournemouth side, they will score you at least 2 goals in the match. They are very, very attacking, very, very entertaining, very, very flair team to play, and they like to express themselves. Krupi is a very good guy that sees most of the goals. They have lots of players that get in on the goals, even though they've lost their Semenyo to Man City. They have very, very lots of exciting players that give them goals all around. So they have lots of goals around them. Now, for this game, it's not like West Ham is at the London Stadium. West Ham is not that good, even with their run of good form. I think they've gotten about a couple of points in that London Stadium. So this will be a relegation dogfight for West Ham. But for Bournemouth, they just go out, express themselves, play their game, and then hopefully they come out with the result. I just know that there will be goals in this match. If I pick Bournemouth to score 2 goals, then who is West Ham not to score at least a goal? So for this place, I think there will be like 3 goals in this match. So that's my call for this game. I don't know where the balance will be. I know Bournemouth might not lose. Then West Ham is on a run of form. They want to get a couple of wins, couple of goals. We saw Souček and the rest coming back, Bowen, and the other guy's name is in red hot form now. That's my player, one of the left winger. Please drop your name in the comments if you help me remember. The guy that scored, I think, the last 2 goals in the other match. The pacey winger is a good finisher as well, and then he has come around. So I think a couple of goals will be shared there, say 2-3 goals. So that's what I see in that game. I see like 3 goals in that game. So that's an interesting game. I'd like you guys to watch that game. All right, it's an evening game. It's a very nice game to watch. So there'll be goals, I think. So next up will be Man City versus Newcastle. A very interesting match. Now, Man City and Newcastle would have played each other like 5 times this season alone. Yeah, they would have played each other like 5 times this season. Come the end of May. Yeah, they played each other in the Carling Cup, and then they played each other in the Carling Cup. Man City edged them in both legs. They played in each other. They played in the league. That's 3. Then they'll play in the FA Cup, making it 4. And now this league match. So it is very important. Now Newcastle, initially they had some patches of form, a poor patch of form, but lately they've been getting some outstanding results. Like for instance, in the FA Cup, they dumped out Aston Villa like 3-1 from away. And secondly, then they went on to the Champions League phase and they trashed Qarabağ in their home. In Qarabağ's backyard. They scored 5 in the first half and then finished it off with just put an icing on the cake, making it 6-1 overall. So the second leg is like a dead rubber. This game, Man City has a very big advantage at the Etihad. Now, Arsenal have they've done the work for us. Arsenal have done the work already for them by even slipping up in the title race. So this will be an important game for Manchester City. Manchester City is a very great team. They are a team that can go on a perfect run and an interesting team as well. They've beaten Newcastle 3 times. Newcastle have never won Man City in Etihad. So let's see how interesting this game will be. Is it the Newcastle that's beginning to pick form, or a Man City that is deadlier than Man City is an exciting team. You don't play with Man City. Those team, that's the team to beat in the league. So if you can play out Man City, then you have a chance. But you see this match, I don't know. I see Man City still winning the game. Man City is a very exciting team, but I'll still watch out for an upset though. But Man City is Man City. If they come out, they want to play you and beat you silly. But I don't know if Newcastle can give them the revenge. Although Newcastle too is a big name on their own, so respect to them as well. So that one is just straightforward. I'll pick a Man City win at the Etihad over Newcastle. But lately, for the fact that I've been seeing Newcastle turning up with some big wins, Aston Villa, Qarabağ, I think this game will go down 2 goals. So I'll go for, I say like 3 goals. Anybody can score 3 goals. 2-1, 1-2. 3-0, but I know Newcastle might score. Newcastle will score. Newcastle will score because of their form. So that is what I will pick for that game. Yeah, but I won't be surprised if Man City demolish them because they've done it 3 times already this season. They do a 4th, a 5, and they might even play themselves in the Champions League if everything pans out well. So you might see a team that will play 7 times in a season. Wow, how remarkable that would be. So that will only happen if Newcastle and Man City go as far as the quarter of the semi-finals. Now see an all-English team playing each other. Newcastle and Man City would have played themselves 7 times if it comes 4th. So let's see how this game pans out. It's a very nice game for the weekend. We have lots of exciting games this weekend in the Prem. So the next game we'll be looking at is Crystal Palace and Wolves. This is an exciting game for the relegation dogfight and for the mutuals. Now, Larsson, it's the bridge between Crystal Palace and Wolves. Obviously, Larsson was signed in the January transfer window was signed to Crystal Palace from Wolves. So this will be an interesting matchup. All right. Now, Wolves on the other hand, Wolves will be buoyed from the outcome against their midweek game with Arsenal. They drew Arsenal 2-2 at the 10th, and that will give them a whole lot of confidence. Also, in their last 5 in Wolves' last 5 away games, they've only lost to Man City. They've won once and they've drawn 4. So that is an outstanding result for a team that is trying to battle the relegation zone, to come out of the relegation zone. Now for Crystal Palace, they just drew Rimsky Monster in the European tournament, I think Europa Conference League or the Europa League. They just drew, so they have all to play for in the second leg. They played 1-1 this evening as at the time of recording. So they have all to play for. And this match, I don't think they might really take it they'll take it serious though, because it's in their home, obviously. So without much ado, I see Wolves getting a draw in this match. They'll be very confident about the over the draw they got with table toppers Arsenal last time out. So obviously they'll put everything they have to it. Crystal Palace on their own part, they have to go for they are playing in their own patch, so it will be a much easier game than because they just traveling to Rimsky Monster and now Azerbaijan, I think, and now coming back, or Bosnia. Is it Bosnia? Yeah, Bosnia. And now coming back to the Prem. Okay, yes, it's their home. They will not play. So we'll see how well it goes. Although Wolves still played in the same midweek, that is Wednesday yesterday. So let's see how both game plays out. But I will be backing Wolves to see a draw in this game because they will go down fighting. This midweek game that they drew with tabletoppers Arsenal will spoil them all. I think so. I really think so. So let's see how it pans out. This is my prediction. You can drop your prediction down in the comment below. All right, so let's interact. Drop your score predictions in the various Prem match this weekend. Also, drop your comments. Also, let me know if you want us to put together the other European top 5 leagues. Let's see what we can conjure together in the European top 5 leagues: the Italian league, the Spanish La Liga, the Bundesliga, and the French Ligue 1. So let's see. You can drop your comments. Drop your predictions down below. Drop your comments. Let's interact. Okay. Nice one. Next one, and that will be between Nottingham Forest and Liverpool. This is a very interesting match, and this is a match that is set for an upset. Now, Nottingham Forest over the past season, they have been Liverpool's bogey team. I repeat, Liverpool's bogey team. Yeah. So yes, they played today in one of the European tournaments. They beat Fenerbahce, a ground in Turkey, a place that is a hard place to go and play your game. But they traveled there, they beat Fenerbahce 3 goals without a reply. So I think they have been gathering form and all of that. And that team, if they want to meet their bogey team, they tend to turn up. Like if you ask Liverpool, and the first leg of this season, they went to Anfield and they defeated Liverpool 3 goals without reply. The last time out, I think they won Liverpool 1-0, and they still went to Liverpool's house to beat Liverpool again. So they've beaten Liverpool the last 3 times. That is a bogey team, a team that is not coming to draw you. They will come and beat you, Nottingham Forest. So this is an interesting game. This will be played at the City Ground, I think, Nottingham Forest home. Very interesting match. That's a match to watch. But let's see if Liverpool will come out tops. Liverpool, their pedigree, a very respected team, a well-drilled team, a very offensive team. Don't know how far they can go, but let's see how it pans out. But I don't know where normally on paper you would say Liverpool should win this game, but Nottingham Forest is a bogey team to Liverpool. So my own prediction, I will pick a Nottingham Forest win or draw. So that is how we see the game. But if Liverpool wins, yes, on paper. But for the record, or for the so I see an upset here. So let's see how it pans out. The same game we'll be looking at is Sunderland and Fulham. After both sides came out with victories in their successive FA Cup round, and then they'll be looking to take that form into the Prem. Now, for Sunderland, only Liverpool have beaten them just in the last round of the Prem. A narrow 1-0 defeat to Liverpool last time on their home patch, and then they'll be coming this time around to play. Sorry, Fulham will be coming this time around to play them. An interesting game there. Fulham is not decent at home. Then Stadium of Light is a very tough ground to play. Now, this should be a no-brainer. There are two things that will happen here. Is either Sunderland will beat them, or they will go for the goals market, because Fulham too can score a couple of goals. But many a times, they normally score those goals with a big side. For Sunderland, they are dogged at home. Even Liverpool, for them to even win 1-0, they had to sweat. Because the game was with twists and turns. At the time, Sunderland wanted to equalize and win and score first and all that. But it was an interesting game. So that tells you how strong that place they are going to is. So it will be an interesting match, but I'll back the Sunderland to win. If the Fulham wins, it is an upset. So that's a quick preview of that game. Next match is an interesting fixture. This is between Tottenham versus Arsenal. Yes, Tottenham versus Arsenal, not London Derby. This is an interesting fixture. Yeah, trust me. So for the game, Arsenal, they've dropped a couple of points in the midweek when they drew at the death to Wolverhampton. Now, this might psychologically affect them, but as it's been a London derby, they have to pick themselves up away to Tottenham. So this will be an interesting match. The last head-to-head, the last 3 meetings in Tottenham's house, Arsenal have always had an edge, but this time there's a twist. Now, Tottenham have a new management under the guidance and tutelage of Igor Tudor. So let's see how it pans out. I don't know if he will bring the vibe readily for the North London derby, if he will be ready for it, because the North London derby, you must be ready for it. It's an anybody's game. It's a different feeling to it. So what will I call? Seriously, I don't know what I should call. Yeah, I think the last round, Romero is one of their star player for them, and I think he's suspended for this one. Yeah, so please just let me know if he isn't. Just let me know. They are an exciting team to play, but Arsenal know how to play the London teams, the Chelsea's, the Tottenham, especially their neighbor. So let's see how this pans out. If not for the nerve, I think they will get over the line. There's something about the North London derby, so I think they will get over the line. That's Arsenal. I think they'll get over the line if they can start well and finish well and just maintain the pace. It's a game they can win. Yeah, it's a game they can win, except they put themselves under unnecessary pressure. Yeah, so that's when there'll be a different feeling to it. And once they feel that way, Arsenal, just trust me, they will just slump. But they'll win the match. Arsenal will win. So because they won their last 3 there, and then not like Tottenham at their best. I think they're in 15th position or so. If it was those days where Tottenham we had the likes of them. Dalville to some remain to all those interesting players, but now they're just trying to rebuild. But being a London derby is really a dogged one, so let's see how it pans out. Or I'll give it an Arsenal win. So let's see what happens. The last, this is a Monday night game. This is Man U versus Everton. It's a Monday night game. This will be an interesting game, owing to the fact that in the last round, that's at Manchester's home, Everton won this game surprisingly with a red card from the beginning of almost like from the first half. So this is an interesting game. History from head to head. They've always had. This has been a tight game. Monday night, yeah. This Everton and Man U has always been a tight game, and let's see how it pans out. Only problem here is Everton in their last 5 games they've not been good at their own home ground. Yeah, just like they lost to in the last round. They lost to Bournemouth 2-1. After they took the lead, they lost that match, and in the same game, I think Man U want to come also for a revenge. But I won't be surprised if Everton does a double on them this season. But they've not been in form. Yeah, in this their home patch, not like the general form, Everton. But I think Man U can go there and get a draw. Yeah, Man U can go there and get a draw. But to my own mind, because it's a Monday night game, I don't see 3 goals coming in. Yeah, I don't see 3 goals coming in. Yeah, because that's how Monday night psychology has always been. So that's a wrap anyway. I don't see much goals coming in for that Monday night game. So that's a wrap. Please do well to like, support my channel, subscribe massively, like my channel. Let's give it like 2,000 or 3,000 or 4,000 likes. I really appreciate it. Let's know that we are doing big things here. Like apart from the prediction, tell me what you would like to discuss. Let's see how we interact and do big things together. And yeah, you can also comment, you can like, subscribe, like you said earlier. Yeah, so peace out. I remain love for the game. The badge. Peace out.